Hello and welcome back to Badminton Insight. Now last week on our channel we did a doubles net shot tutorial, and this week we're going to teach you the singles net shot, showing you the 3 different types, when you should play them and how you should practice them. So let's get to it.
Hitting a tight net spin in singles is so rewarding, as your opponent will only either be able to hit a short lift from it or they'll be completely unable to get it back. So there are a few key points for all of these net spins which we'll discuss first.
Now you should only be playing these net shots when you're in control and early to the shuttle. Now to be able to take the shuttle early, you need to have really good footwork, and if you're not confident with this, then you should really practice a strong split step, push off and lunge. You want to land just before you strike the shuttle, meaning you're in control of your body. Landing a lot before or after means you lose control of your racket and body, and therefore the shot.
So for all of these net spins, your racket shaft should be pointing downwards at the point of contact with the shuttle, with your grip higher than your racket head and strings like this. And this is so you can create more spin on the shuttle and also get that steep drop over the net. Secondly, you want to be in a forehand grip on the forehand side and a backhand grip on the backhand side. If you're unsure on these grips, then check out our video on this up here. It's also really important to remember to have a nice and relaxed grip. If you're really tense in your grip, then you won't get that necessary touch and control, so this point is key to remember. And thirdly, you need to have a short swing. Having a big swing means that you'll lose control of your racket and therefore your shot quality will decrease. Take darts for example. You never see the professional players throwing their dart with a huge swing. It's their short swing that gives them the control.
So firstly, we're going to look at the in to out net spin, and this is exactly what your racket does, go from in to out. As you're approaching the shot, you want your arm to be bent, and then you straighten it at the last moment and come under the shuttle. Straightening your arm pushes the shuttle over the net, and then coming under the shuttle and hitting it slightly on the side creates the spin. As you can see, there's very little racket movement, and for this and all of the shots, the technique is the same for both the forehand and the backhand side. So when should you use this spin? Well, it's more commonly used when the shuttle is coming across you. You can practice the spin by throwing shuttles to one side, like Jenny is doing here to England's #1, Toby Penty. And Victor Axelsen showed a good progression of this exercise on his Instagram, where you can practice the movement and shot on both sides. We'll also give you a few more ways to practice this and the other net spins at the end of the video in a match-like scenario, so stay tuned.
Secondly, we're going to look at the out to in net spin. The big difference with this shot compared to the in to out is that you want to keep your arm almost straight the whole time. Here's what the racket movement looks like without hitting any shuttles. As you can see, Greg is completely twisting his hand from his fingers facing sideways to quickly facing upwards. And now here's the shot with shuttles. So when should you use the out to in net spin? Well, it's more commonly used when you're coming straight onto the shuttle and it's directly in front of you, such as off a smash like this. It's also commonly used off a return of serve like this, although it's hard to get as much spin from further back. If you're new to this shot, then practice just by hitting the shuttle up to yourself and generating the spin like this.
And finally, we're going to look at the dead net. This shot is used when you're slightly later to the shuttle than the 2 other spins, or when your opponent is closer to the net, so you can't spin it higher, otherwise they'd kill it. This shot uses the same technical points that we discussed at the start. However, rather than cutting across the shuttle to spin it like the other 2 shots, you simply step in and your lunge forward creates the momentum of the shuttle. It's really important to keep your body strong and upright when playing this shot. If you collapse when you're playing your lunge, it's much more likely to go in the net. Again, you can practice the dead net with a hand feed. However, the progression from all of these hand feeds is to practice your net shots in a routine. That way it's a lot more realistic, and you can also make decisions of what shot is best to play and when.
So practice 1 is drop net, and here we're developing this feeling into a more realistic situation. You're not focusing on the drop, you're focusing on your movement, foot timing and spin. Try both in to out and out to in and see what works best for you from this angle. You can do this routine with either a single shuttle or multi-shuttle if the feeder can't consistently relift your net spin. A variation is when you drop it cross-court, and as you're coming from the cross, you should try and always use the in to out.
To further develop this, you can smash or clip, and then the feeder blocks through the net, and you can again spin the shuttle. You can repeat this by getting them to try and relift, or even play a net return to see how effective your spin is.
For the third and final practice, you can play a half-court net game to add some more fun and the challenge of spinning a spinning shot. Just look at how relaxed Kento is even when he's taking the shot late. They're not taking it early here, but they are in control of their bodies. And comment below how many more times you think we'll show this clip in the next year. If you have any questions for us, please leave a comment in the comments down below. We try to reply to as many as we can. Also, check out the top link in the description below to become a member of our exclusive YouTube community. As well as supporting the channel, you'll also gain access to many exclusive perks. So thank you in advance to anyone who does join. Finally, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll see you on another video.